Brown, drink it down.
Hello? I can hear you out there. If you still possess the majority of your mental capacities, please locate the test room through the lobby and to the left. You'll see me through the glass. How in the Aether did you get in here? You're not a Rizzo's authorized. Oh, void it all. What does it even matter now? What do you want? Speak up and quickly if you will.
I'm investigating Halcyon Helen's murder. She here recently.
You do know that Halcyon Helen is a fictional character portrayed by the late actress, Ruth Bellamy, yes? One can't be too sure with so many simpletons around in the day-to-day. Regardless, I am not at liberty to divulge such information with non-employees or personnel lacking security clearance level Spectrum Orange. Of course, if you were to say, contract your services to me, I suppose I could grant you clearance enough to answer your murder-related questions, Mr. Inspector. You see, I've found myself in a bit of a pickle. Some of my lab techs have turned rather aggressive following a recent experiment gone awry. Hence why I've barricaded myself in the lab.
There isn't anything you can do to help?
Yes. I suppose I should make myself useful. Let me think. Ah, I know. I can remotely unlock the supply closets in the lower levels of the lab. Perhaps you'll find some useful apparatus or two in them?
I can take care of your problem, but I'll need you to answer some questions afterwards.
Excellent. You have my gratitude, and soon you'll have my knowledge of Miss Bellamy's recent visit as well. Now, if you'd rather not kill my lab techs during this cleanup, I believe you can dispense a sedative gas from a terminal in the utility room.
Your call, Captain. I don't know if the lab techs can even be helped at this point.
The door to the lower labs is sealed for our safety, so you'll need to take the elevator down. I'll unseal the access hallway for you now. Do take care.
Alright, well. Probably end up killing him anyway.
That's awful. I wonder if this poor fella had a family.
Alright, so I don't know how in the hell you expect. So we have a non-lethal deal with frenzy Rizzo employees when some of the workers became suddenly violent and asked that you kill or otherwise pacify them. She directed you to the terminal and utility room that could disperse knocked about if you climb the space. So find the gas canisters. Hello everyone, this is your friendly custodial staff ordering a preemptive apology. The elevator hall is crowded with gas canisters. Quite a few of them and only one on me, so I'm moving them in loads down to the utility room. Do be cautious, they're filled with sedative potent enough to put Hungry Bomber wrapped down out cold. Thank you for your understanding. After work bar meetup. Grand Colonial Evening. All real scientists are welcome to join us. The ones that produce and quantify the data and theorems don't spend their time tab over how this lighting on that bottle will increase customer sentiment. Okay. To continue our new round of research and product development, I'm increasing the required safety gear for lab workers involved. Some of you know a few recent accidents. Following subjects left workers maimed, scarred. One worker had their left hand permanently discolored to a shade of lime green. Rizzo's Research and Development District Lab is expected to continually produce revolutionary advancements in the food and beverage industry. These measures will help us further pursue that mission. What the? Oh, there you are. Where in the hell is this utility room? Oh, you kidding me, dude? What the hell's going on? It's barred. How are we supposed to get in there?
Not the drop on us. All right. Don't mess him up.
Where in the hell's that utility room? Oh, shit. Where's that console at? It's lost the damn bus. I turned it into a massacre. What? Dispense sedative gas. Get the hell out of here.
It would seem the erratic footsteps of my pacing delirious employees have ceased. So I presume the sedative worked. Please return for consultation at once. And do remember, unauthorized access to confidential Rizzo's information is a capital offense.
Don't give two craps. Grabbing all the information I can, fool. Unauthorized. What the hell? What the hell are they working on here? Few lab notes. Slug lab. Finally finished our first set of experiments on these parasites we harvested from the infected would-be attraction animals. Results have been, what the hell am I doing? Why am I taking this tone? Who's going to see this aside from members of the research team? I barely need mention how beyond completely phenomenal today's find has been. Not only have we discovered why Herald, system status teacup canid, had its remarkable turnaround, frankly I'm amazed no one realized Something was awry earlier. His cage was only about as large as he was. By the way, Myers, there goes your daily adrenal injection theory, you buffoon. Okay. Miami devoted a bench commemorating the Rizzo's semi-industrial exploration team for giving their lives to bring back the radium gigas from the Haley caves. Also be certain to devote an even larger bench to myself for finding the birth site of the parasites and ordering experiments to start. I've already been in talks with management about ideas for products that could utilize the parasites' joy intensifying hormones. It's amazing that Slug hasn't looked deeper into this. We may have had to cede them the land, but seemingly they haven't disturbed our research site. Well, their oversight is Rizzo's immense benefit. Great job, me, Dr. Blossom. Gigalus. Oh, so sure some of you are still shaking my defense earlier today, but the course of science never did run smooth. Benefits of our research are easily worth the potential risks associated. Garcia would most certainly agree if she were still alive. I talked to Administrator Ludico about setting up some additional security measures in case another test subject breach. Meantime, for the love of the Arctic, do not infect an individual test subject with more than one parasite. The phrenic joy will have to be enough, at least for now. Still looking into promotional means, I think we'll find something soon. Some Rizzo's product engineers have discussed mass producing the parasites, placing them in some kind of beverage to evenly distribute the joy-inducing hormones. Things still seem very promising. I look forward to the day when I can leave this backwater facility behind. Gas and test subjects. Blossom demanded we help the engineering team produce a gas that would target the neural links of individuals affected by Eridanos giganus. Well, we did, and it was simple enough. Just isolate a particular cell type only found in the parasites and produce an enzyme that should shock them temporarily into stasis. But you better believe the second it came time to tell the administrator about it, she was the one who developed the gas. She was the one who had been primarily working with engineering to get everything together. She takes credit for the initial finding, and even after Dr. Garcia's death, which was basically all Dr. Blossom's fault, she still somehow manages to find a way to spin things in her favor. Some of the other researchers were talking about altering the gas not to target test subjects, but to target her, and for it not to render its targets unconscious but dead. I would write this down, but I know Dr. Blossom doesn't read log entries that she didn't write. Tell you, their items are beginning to seem more and more appealing. Messages. To Department Utility, cadaver removal. To your earliest convenience, the slug lab requires your sanitation services for cadaver removal. 2 bodies present, 1 scientist, 1 test subject. Send a team to remove the personal corpse to the incinerator. After this, please send a hazard team to dispose of the test subject. For highly classified reasons, the corpse can emit chemical compounds that are extremely dangerous if mishandled. Please don't skimp on their protective gear. We hate to have to hire a separate utility team to pick up the bodies of yours. What in blessed corporate law is all that commotion down there? From Blossom. I don't believe the rocket fuel combination distillery mixture scheduled for another week. You better have a damn good reason for interrupting my meeting with the administrator. I expect a full explanation and apology within the next 50 minutes. People are going to start losing their jobs. Oh, so you're the one behind this, huh? So that's what this is all about. They're gonna put that stuff in that drink, and what's her name found out about it and they killed her. Bastards. View lab notes. Trial KO8 has produced moderate results. Zero calorie sweetener produces 36% of the amount of dopamine compared to popular cigarette brands. It's possible that this is as far as we can go without introducing substances that would be categorized this as a tobacco product. We're already toeing the line. I'm interested in a trial with larger sets of subjects. However, our lab's resources are getting cut thanks to the new lab that begun across the hall. Maybe we can offer it to our colleagues in the marketing lab. Show them a thing or two regarding proper science. I won't be doing teamed up a thing plus the budget cuts lab machine. Sell 3 products, lead 2 more researchers. To El Blossom. Apologize for the team's outbursts. Assure you we didn't intend to mean the screaming tear and soon the field position Spectrum Brown and its slogans were unveiled, but it has to be something the marketing lab did. For law's sake, they aren't even real scientists. Well, El Blossom. I'm sending a message to both teams' marketing and product labs. I do not know the extent of your scholars that this ends here. What in the Architect's Blue Blazes is going on? Come on, down there, okay. So, that was that. So these guys are working on this specialized cigarette. And these guys are working on that,
Rizzo's could have helped a lot of people with all the bits they poured into this place.
Yeah, I don't care about that. Rizzo corporations don't give gifts, they make investments. Alright. Yeah, I think I got to the heart of it. Alright, so what the hell's down there? So that administrator knows what's going on. Alright, where in the heck is that elevator? Okay. Either came from
We better hurry, Captain.
What's she over here?
Somebody didn't want us talking to Dr. Blossom. You think it was Miss Helen's killer?
Could have been.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Confirmation of discrepancy confirmed. This person is most definitely dead. But recently, they were still alive.
Some of the body. Shared gunshot early, yet the victim's loss of blood is oddly minimal. Well,
These puncture marks. It looks like she was injected with something.
though distinctly right. You don't see any bullet casings. Anybody else? Whoever Dr. Blossom confronted of the Entercon, they dispatched her and all four these scientists without much resistance. Means they must have been well trained, some kind of sharpshooter or adventurer.
Well, they're definitely dead. Any idea what happened?
Her gunshots on income, but don't see any casings.
I remember those gunshots. Energy weapons don't sound that way. Killer must have been using something exotic.
View download confirmation. Okay. File delete was sexually downloaded. Damn it. Okay. Ludico, apologies for late notice, but Miss Bellamy has requested a tour of the facilities while she's visiting. Iranius will as Halsey and Helen, please prepare for arrival in the morning. From L. Well, Leora, you did again. At long last, you locate a bottle of Spectrum Black hidden in a crevice of musty shelf space in the storage room warehouse last night. That much closer to finally getting Inspector Gatling to work. And what happened? You got all the way back to the water tower before running to a group of primals already diverting themselves with fruits of the fermented variety. One bad blackout later in here, you are covered in primal vomit. without the Spectrum Black. Get it together. Yikes. Okay, some sort of commotion. Files. Error deleted. Okay, so I got a test involving the parasite. Colloquially dubbed slugs have produced astounding results, even when compared against our most promising methods of producing a brain chemical dependency. The pheromone Iridium gigatus secretes produces dopamine more efficiently than anything on record. Further tests will continue researching how much of the compound can produce the subject's observed effects. Despite our less than ideal presentation to administration, the product impressed for two main reasons. As mentioned before, this product will produce the boozy, feel-good stimulus like no good, no other. But more importantly, the pheromone makeup is completely unique, which means there are no regulations surrounding its classification. The idea of a completely addictive product with zero laws surrounding it will certainly justify any means.
Don't they realize this just makes us more curious about that data file?
Mm-hmm.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Body heat readings indicate that the culprit was just here, mere moments earlier in the timeline.
Damn it. So standard ventilation staff. Fences would fit a small frame person, allowing them to enter here.
Looks like a standard ventilation shaft to me. Somebody around my size could have crawled in. Wouldn't have been comfortable or, clean. Ventilation shafts usually turn into sprat nests.
Okay, examine the fuse box. You see a cut red wire. Likely you think it could have disrupted one of the circuits, perhaps on the door lock regulation system. Parvati? What do you think?
See that red wire? Whoever cut that wire was trying to disrupt the circuit. They could have sealed the lab doors temporarily. At least until the failsafes kicked in.
Okay. So they just crawled through the vent. What the heck is this?
Guess I ought to call you Inspector while we're on Eridanos.
Right. Collect all 8 variants of Spectrum Vodka? Open the case. Oh, so I need... What? Okay. Okay, so report to him. Productivity goal? 8 bottles. So, this guy was just here. So,
It's not gonna... Oh, whoops. There it is. Okay. This is... This is Dr. Blossom. Eridanium gigaseous Slug Research Report 1. Subject: a bunch of slugs. Ugh. These things may well be Rizzo's ticket to the top of the board. But at the end of the day, they still look like my brother would if he ever stopped wearing that damn toupee. Initially found these little bastards suckling on the hairy undersides of a teacup canid. Much like my brother, who works for the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. The backstabber. Suffice it to say that these things are parasites. The canid didn't seem to mind, but it's almost as stupid as my research staff. Good stuff. Oh, whoops. Got some spectrum on the dissection subject. It's fine. Yeah, I think I see a couple sacs in the worm. Might secrete enzymes or poison or something. We'll figure it out later. Starting to see doubles, so I'm going to switch to working on the Gatling. Almost got the spectrum lock done.
she's a real piece of work, man. Or was.
Got it. Heads down.
So in order to get that Gatling gun, I have to pick up 8 bottles of sparkling vodka somewhere or other. Damn it. Rizzo's first product, before Rizzo's was a confectionery juggernaut you know and love today, is the above average chemical waste management corporation. On one otherwise unremarkable day, an employee on a slurry stirring shift leaned a little too far over a chemical vat, dropping a single purple berry that had been hidden in his jacket pocket, instead of being immediately fired for his hazardous incompetence. Employee was given an ultimatum by the supervisor. Feed the fallen fruit and stay employed. Employee jumped in the vat, swam for the purple berry, and accidentally swallowed it. The rest is history. After he was pulled for the toxic waters, the stir stated that the chemical coated purple berry hadn't been half bad before falling into a toxic coma, giving the supervisors the idea to sterilize and adjust the chemical mixture for human consumption. Ah. Alright, let's get out of here. going back there to see if I can find any more dirt. So, I'm talking to her through this. Why wouldn't anybody kill her? Yeah, this whole thing doesn't make any sense. Outside, it's just a massive cover-up. Alright, let's get out of here. Yeah, this whole thing's a massive cover-up. Halcyon Helen dead. The board report.
Attention all personnel. Unscheduled pollinization cycle is about to commence. Please evacuate the orchards at this time. Releasing the waspitos for pollinization. Cycle is now in progress.
Oh, great.
What is that sound?
Run!
Why am I sure we're about to find out? Captain, look out!
Trying to get us caught up in some next level stuff. Deal with the mosquito. Someone has unleashed mosquitoes all throughout the orchard. Find a way to stop pollination before you're stung to death. My ass. We're running for it. Someone. Yeah. Woo! How you feeling?
Guess I ought to call you Inspector while we're on Eridanos.
Call me Runner. Hey,
What's on your mind?
running real fast. Yep, they're not after us. Let's go. That whole thing is someone else's problem.
Mosquito stings have been known to cause auditory confusion.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Before death. So if you cannot understand this message, that may be why.
Well, that's not our problem. Right, ladies? All right. Got mosquitoes coming in. I guess sometime. All right.
I hope the murderer is caught soon. This lockdown is truly hampering my schedule for the week.
Agreed. I was supposed to go back.
Rizzo's lemon slap. Slap your whole family tonight.
Let's go talk to, deal with the, mosquitoes. My butt.
You know, I never imagined Spencer Woolrich would outlive Halcyon Helen.
Blade. back is the entrance? Workplace malaise is moral bankruptcy.
What floor would you like to visit?
Finally checked in, I see. I hope you're fond of the penthouse. It's pretty much the best seat in the whole hotel. You shouldn't want for any amenity you might find elsewhere. Should act as a better headquarters for the investigation than any space dust covered ship. That and you ain't got room service on a ship. You ever need anything, come find me. Even if you don't, you can still swing by. I'm always happy to chat.
Right. Did you know the victim?
Oh, of course. That is, maybe not on a personal level, but I'm one of her biggest fans. Even started an association of like-minded individuals. I'd lament not having anything to meet about anymore, but the newer tribe just ain't done it for us. Still, there goes my hopes of a Terran Monarch reunion episode.
Okay. There are other celebrities, right?
Sorry, friend, but I guess you don't get it. Helen was special, had a certain quality about her, like she would really go out and fight injustice. You look at Woolrich, and no disrespect to the man, but you just don't get the same feeling. He reminds me more of a vacuum suit without nobody in it. Don't tell him I said that. Now, what can I lend a hand with?
Alright, curious about you. How'd you get to be a bellhop?
Notice my battle-hardened physique, have you? Used to be in a mighty mean line of work. Been shot at 35 times. That is, I've been near people who were shot at 35 times. But to be honest, I never really enjoyed it, you know? It's one thing to tightrope walk between life and death every day, but for just a handful of bits? Nah. When this position came up, I jumped on it and made a lateral move from sublight to slug. I ain't ever looked back.
I thought slug and sublight didn't engage much. How'd you move from one to the other?
Well, slug is something like an offshoot of sublight. It ain't too difficult to pivot from one part of the same company to another. Disconnects or no. That said, my departure may have been somewhat hasty.
Did something bad, had to make tracks, eh? I know the feeling.
I mean, yes, but I still earned sublight a hell of a lot of bits. Basically, I singled out a ship to salvage that I thought had been out for use for years. As it turns out, it belonged to a wealthy Byzantine who used it only to vacation. As it so happened, I still don't think she tried to use it, too satisfied with the luxuries of Byzantium. Still, I figured it was a good time to turn tail, in case that ever changed.
Too satisfied. Okay. Okay. Back to my other. Might I ask you a few more questions?
Please do.
I guess that's it. How am I supposed to get to the basement? I guess just like this.